Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. I know it's been a lot, well, it has been a long time, hasn't it? Part of that is down to me, to be fair. Part of that is down to the Queen. Um, and then just football having an international break, but we are back. It is Leeds United versus Aston Villa. The last game I covered on this channel was Villa versus Manchester City. And that was a great game, to be fair. I did enjoy that. But that was what I'm going to have a look on my channel now. I think that was nearly a month ago. How you doing, John? I'll get into the comments as well for you guys. We had people before I even went live say things. I last did a stream 4 weeks ago. We did have. I'll get into everything. I'll answer every question. I did have every? No, I did have Villa versus Southampton. That was it. I was gonna do that. Went to uni. It was just a bit of a mess. Had to sort loads of things out. I couldn't do it. But I'm here today. So setup is different. Basically, I've gone home because I'm a bit ill. I'm going back to uni tonight, and I don't have anything here. I don't have my PC. This is a laptop. I don't even have my camera. This is a laptop camera. I have no idea how good this is going to be. No microphone. That's why I've got this. So it's a bit of a it's a bit of a mess right now. I am really ill. You'll probably tell that throughout the stream. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but I'm still really ill. But yeah, I'll go into the comments. Sparks Up Guy with the first comment of the live stream said Aston Villa 2 Leeds 1. I'd love that. Dozin also says the same thing with an up the Villa. How you doing, John and Dean? CJ is saying can't wait to Leeds and IJ streaming. I do have terrible luck with Villa. I don't stream the Villa Southampton game and we win. What can I say? And yeah, I explained the microphone. I just don't have anything here really. Yexit, use it. Said AJ thoughts on City United. Haaland is just a different level, isn't he? I'm actually very impressed with our result against Man City. The more I look at how well he's played against everyone else, I think that Villa game was actually very impressive, and I think it's going to be even more impressive as time goes on. AJ with a toys. Yes, yes, I know, I know. I just don't have anything here, guys. I took everything to uni. I've come home, and I was gonna go back a few days ago, but I got ill. I didn't want to travel when I was ill, so well, today is match day, and I didn't really want to. It'd have been a massive rush going home. I would have also had to miss the City game. How you doing, Stealth? I'm okay. I'll leave it at that. I'm okay now. At least I will be. Do you have my room painted claret? It's actually not. It's kind of like claret. It's a dark red. I didn't want to have it. Oh, what the hell? My camera just went funny. I didn't want to have it like fully like that. Because I can't have Villa stuff if it's like claret. There's a slight difference. Maybe it just looked really dark. I'll go to Birmingham, mate. I go to Birmingham. Thoughts on the charity match, by the way, for the Sidemen was amazing. If you didn't watch it live, you can still watch it on their YouTube. I think it had 2.5 million people watching it. It was amazing. Questionable goalkeeping, I think, from both sides. But yeah, I thought it was just amazing, absolutely amazing. I gotta say. Cal the Dragon, what a man! What a man Cal the Dragon is. He got found out, I think, but it's charity anyway, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, FIFA's out. I will be doing some FIFA stuff on the YouTube. That and games and stuff. I'm also going to be streaming on Twitch as well. So yeah, can't wait for that. I've built my decent Villa team. Villa team? No, I've built my decent foot team. I did have some Villa players in it at one point. I had Diego Carlos. He was all right, to be fair. But now, because I packed some decent players, I've moved away from the Prem a little bit. Anyway, back on to the reason why I'm here. It's Aston Villa away at Leeds United, and we're going to go into the lineup for the teams. We already knew with injury issues that we possibly would struggle to field the team, and I'm not surprised at the lineup, to be honest, knowing all this prior to today. Martinez in goal, back four, Augustinson, Tyrone Mings, Esri Konsa, Ashley Young. 37-year-old Ashley Young playing right back is it's a bit worrying, it's a bit daunting. He did well against City off the bench. He came on at right back, had a great game. to be quite fair to him. John McGinn, Douglas Luiz, and Jacob Ramsey make up a midfield three, and then a front three of Felipe Coutinho, Ollie Watkins, and Leon Bailey. No Danny Ings. To be fair, I wouldn't expect a 4-4-2, considering the defence that we have. I think we're going to try and help our defence as much as we can with more midfielders. A 4-4-2 would just leave us a little bit too exposed. A diamond, the same thing. I think this is probably the sensible thing to do away with a very weakened defence. So fair enough. Win today gets us 12th. Yeah, I mean, despite how bad I think we've been this season, it's the fact that we could actually be that high is just really funny to me. Well, I'm just looking at goal difference from what potentially could happen. A win would make us level on points with Everton, Brentford, and Liverpool. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so Brentford, Everton, Liverpool on 10. If we win, we'll be level with that. It's just the goal difference that comes into play. I think we would, go 12th, just below Everton, unless we win by a ridiculous scoreline, which isn't going to happen. Who do you think will get the golden boot? I mean, it's going to be Haaland, isn't it? Like, if you're going to make a prediction this early, which you shouldn't really ever do, because we are, we're just in October. It's not even Halloween yet, and it's hard to discuss, things like that. But it is looking like Erling Haaland, isn't it? The guy's a different level, like a level beyond, well, anything in my lifetime in the Premier League. So I just have to do I completely forgot to do my timer for the game, so I'm literally just doing that now. But yeah, give me your predictions for the game. Leeds versus Aston Villa. I will say mine after I read everyone else's. I've already got something in mind. I don't know how people feel about it. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, please do give me your score predictions, guys, in the chat. By the way, because I missed the Villa Southampton game, I actually upset a fair few people, I know this sounds crazy, right? I lost a fair few subs for that. I'm not even joking. People actually unsubbed from the channel because I missed one game. Yeah, it's wild, absolutely wild, and it made me feel even worse. I was just trying to settle into uni. I've had issues at uni as well, which I'm not going to go into. Just doing everything there. My uni messed a lot of things up, so it's just been a lot to deal with. And then I had to miss a stream, and then people unsub. It's crazy. If we win by 5 goals, potentially 10th. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Gypsy Dad says 3-0 Villa. CJ says gonna be a stinking 1-0 draw, and another 1-0 draw prediction. I think we'll lose this. I'm sorry. I just think Leeds at home, they battered Chelsea. I know that was a Thomas Tuchel Chelsea, but still, that Leeds team were unreal. The only thing that is making me doubt what I'm saying is that I think Rodrigo is not playing for Leeds, and that is huge. Oh no, he is. Oh, he was a doubt. He actually is playing. Okay, never mind. He was a doubt for the game. He is actually playing. Okay. Well, they're missing players of Stuart Dallas, Forshaw, and Gray, and I thought we might get lucky, but no. Rodrigo's up front. Okay, then yeah, well, I think we are going to lose. It will be a close game, I think, but I mean, the Southampton game, the City game. So, I mean, I could go into the Palace game and several others this season. We're not that good going forward. We don't score too many goals. I think it's a bit of a worry against an organised Leeds team with the home crowd, with probably one of the toughest places to go in terms of atmosphere. And I think we are potentially going to struggle. This game's going to decide. That is very true. Sparks up, guy. I think that is it's a very true comment. If he gets a positive result, there is hope for Gerrard. There's been a lot of talks about Pochettino and Nassif Suarez, as well as Wade Edens. They are both interested in trying to bring Maurizio Pochettino in the helm at Aston Villa. And I don't think we are too far away from Gerrard leaving. Have you seen the rumours about Chelsea changing their name to London? Oh my god. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The Chelsea fans will go mental about that. It'd be like that's worse than the Super League. Like you can't change like history and stuff. I know they got American owners, but that it wouldn't age well. And there's too many London teams. Like it just to have the name London in it. It's not gonna go well. That's like a lot of Chelsea fans. I don't know if you guys know of a Rory Jennings. Uh, but he doesn't even want to move away from Stamford Bridge. He doesn't want to change the name. Doesn't want to the idea is if they're gonna compete for attendances, they're gonna have to either improve their ground with the little space they have or move. And a lot of Chelsea fans would rather not move and just stay at us. I mean, their ground's smaller than ours, and they're competing for Champions Leagues and titles and stuff like that. They won the UCL not that long ago, and they have a smaller ground than Villa. I think you compare them to teams like even West Ham have a bigger ground, like Newcastle, or teams like that. Everyone around them has a bigger ground. I think if they want to make a lot of money, they want to compete, they want to have a bigger fan base, they may need to think about that. But their fans are just so like history defined. Like I remember people talking about the whole save the bridge and when they had like no money like years ago before Roman Abramovich came in. We should have beat City. I mean, I know what you're on about. You're on about the Coutinho goal that should have stood. Well, you can't. A lot of people will say things like, "Oh, VAR," but the VAR cannot intervene because the referee whistled, and it is unfortunate that that happens. But that is football, I'm afraid. If the referee blows his whistle, no other thing can intervene. Like the play is stopped. And if he doesn't whistle, the goal has to be given. There's no infringement. He's well onside, and you play to the whistle. They already stopped playing before the whistle. If he didn't blow it, they would have had to give the goal. You never know what would have happened. But on the balance of play, I don't think it's fair to say we were the better team. I think we defended well. And we played against City how we should have, but they had several chances, and even right at the end, I remember Yao Cancelo nearly scoring, I think he put it like a foot wide of the post. So yeah, it could have happened. We'll see. Uh, I think if we went ahead against City, it might have been a detriment. They usually play really well when they come from behind, like a different animal. Can't wait for a new stand. Our new stand's gonna be great. It's another reason Villa are upgrading our ground. Even we, who are mid-table, trying to fight for Europe, think our ground's not big enough, and we have a bigger ground than Chelsea. Like I think that says it all really. How you doing as well? Clearly McGinn, what's up? Guys, what is your opinion on the team that we have out? I gotta say our back four is terrifying. I can't lie. And yeah, my score prediction. I did kind of briefly mention it. I do think we will lose the game by 2 goals to 1. And we are about to be. Hang on, give me a second. We are about to be underway for the game. What is going on with my Sky? My Sky is being very weird right now. Give me a second. I actually have no idea what's going on. The game's literally on, and yeah. I think Ramsey will score. I'd love that. He got a decent goal against Southampton. I mean, you could question the goalkeeping. It'd be very easy for me to do so. But yeah, we are well apparently underway. But for some reason I don't know what is going on. I know I'm like on a 20-second delay, but the game is literally. Oh my god! I pressed pause. I press. I kid you not. I pressed pause. So I'm actually behind. I was waiting for the games to come on. Hang on, give me a second, guys. I'm very clever, as you can see. I paused my. I don't even know what I paused it for. But I was like, why is my game not on? I was seeing it was 4:30, and I was like, the ads are still rolling. Yeah, so I apologise for that. We are underway, or at least, what is going on? I have no idea what is going on. I'll click this channel. Will that be any different? Yeah, there we go, there we go. I had no idea what was going on. I was like back in time. Villa wearing our third kit. If you guys are long-time Villa fans, you'll know we are terrible in a third kit. We don't win games in a third kit. I think for the entire of last season, we didn't win a single game. It is a curse. How you doing, Aston Villa shorts as well? What's up? Yeah, I think I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer here. I do think we will lose this game. I want to be proven wrong. I really do, but I just don't see enough. I haven't seen enough from Aston Villa in recent weeks slash months to give me too much too much hope, to be quite honest. But you never know. Football's a funny old game. I would never have expected Man City to win 6-3 earlier this afternoon. So yeah, you don't know. Free kick to Leeds United. The 60 curse and the third kick curse is unreal, mate. It's absolutely unreal. I hate seeing us in a third. I never get excited when I see us in a third kit. We never win games in a third kit. Like I know people say, superstitions and all that is it's funny to say, but we genuinely never win in a third kit. It's a shame. We had such a nice third kit last season as well. But I think the last 2 seasons we haven't won in a third kit. So we'll see. 5 minutes in, Leeds 0, Aston Villa. You know what, Finley? Maybe I should be, and I apologise. But from what I saw of the Southampton game, and I saw, I didn't. To be fair, I didn't see too much of it because I was dealing with other things, and I saw other people comment about it. It wasn't that exciting. And they were worse than. It was a terrible game, but they were slightly worse than us. But we are unbeaten in 2, so maybe you are right. I'll try and be positive again. But yeah, a 4-2-3-1 at home for Leeds with Rodrigo, with a lot of goals he scored this season. I think if we are going to get something from this game, we're going to have to do something to keep him quiet. Yeah, to be fair, Leeds, the last few games, they haven't been great. Rodrigo, I think, was injured for the Brentford game as well. If I'm not mistaken, they haven't won in their last 3, Leeds. They got battered. Yeah, they got battered by Brentford. So they beat Chelsea and they haven't won since. Ooh, Augustinson. That's a late challenge. Rodrigo trying to get the ball as well. Past Tyrone Mings, but a foul and a free kick was given. That's a terrible tackle. 6 minutes into a game, already on a yellow card. How you doing, Chris? Bruno's gone. I think that is a smart decision from Wolves. I gotta say. There's, you look at Leicester and their fans have been crying out for Rodgers to get the sack for probably a year now. And then Wolves, they have a smart board. To be fair, they got good players there. They got a good setup. They're a very underrated side, and they've made a very smart decision. I've got to say that they know what standards they have. They know how well they've done in recent years, and their standards are that result was not good enough, and their performances haven't been good enough, and they're in the bottom 3 with 6 points after 9 or 10 games. Like, it's not good enough for Wolves, considering how well they've done recently. And that it was a very clever decision from the Wolves board. It took a lot of bottle for them to do that as well. But I gotta give credit where it's due. There's been games where I've wanted Gerrard to go, the board haven't done it. But the Wolves have. There's a chance for Leeds United. Oh, good goalkeeping for Emi Martinez. That who's the number 19 for Leeds? That was Rodrigo, actually. Rodrigo trying to get a shot away, took a deflection, a simple catch in the end for Emi Martinez. Nice little link up as well. Ah, that's brilliant. That was actually really good from Leeds. That was Aronson with his back to goal, laying it off to Rodrigo. They built very well down that right hand side. Villa struggled a little bit, but in the end it didn't lead to anything of note. Let's laugh at Man United. To be fair, they kind of ruined my childhood, so it is kind of funny to see them do terrible. I can't lie. I'm a very cynical, bitter man. Here's Leon Bailey for Villa in the box. Bailey cross in for John McGinn. Watkins! Oh my God! They kind of take it off each other's toes there. It's a lovely ball in from Leon Bailey, and I think possibly John McGinn would have shouted Poorly on Bailey. That was a wonderful ball as well. Um. Oh dear. Wolves are gone. Never mind. Bruno. Let's have it, Man United. United got lucky for the three games. Dominated. Still won, but today City kind of showed their level. But still, City also conceded three. I mean, that's the thing, right? So City won the game, deservedly so. Guarantee Pep Guardiola's in that changing room saying, "What on earth was that?" The last 10 minutes. Absolutely shocking to concede the goals they did. It's so sloppy. And I'm telling you, Edison, I've been saying it for so long, Edison is not good enough. For the team that they have, right? For the trophies they want to win, Edison is not good enough. He just looks good because of the team he plays in. Emi Martinez, if he played for City, he would do way better. Way better. I'm not joking. I am not joking. Edison's distribution is very good, but his shot stopping is abysmal, right? And I'm tired of people saying he's one of the best keepers in the league. No, he's not. You can go by the stats. He's not. Um, I got lucky for 3 games. Got dominated, still won. But today City kind of. Oh, well, no, I read that, didn't I? I don't think they got lucky. I think the games United won, they did deserve them. The Leicester game could have gone either way. I thought they dominated Arsenal in parts. I think the goal they conceded, Arsenal started to build their way into the game. But Marcus Rashford, lovely individual performance from him. I've just seen Meslier come for a cross, completely miss it, and then Leeds had to concede the corner. What on earth have I just watched? Free kick came in from the halfway line for Aston Villa, and Mellier's come a long way off his line there to completely miss the ball. Skylar says up the Villa. Even Southampton play better than United. Are you doing as well, Jerome Villa TV? Do you know Edison? He used to be not only a midfielder. He's played like a different form of football. It's like I forget what they call it. It's like 5-6-a-side football in like a really enclosed space. And I can't. My brain is gone. But I know he's played that. He's actually very good. He's a very good outfielder. In fact, I'd even go as far to say he's probably the best outfield goalkeeper in the world. Lovely ball that is. Here's Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa. Outright to Bailey. Bailey's had the ball. Of all the Villa players, Bailey's had it the most. Which is just kind of what I want to see. Although that pass is terrible. What was that from Bailey? Leeds have it. Can they counter-attack? Nearly a late challenge from Watkins. They still have it, Leeds. Going down the left-hand side. Oh, great challenge from McGinn. It's very scrappy though. Again, they still have it. Cross comes in, deflected, and Luiz clears it away. Villa having several stabs at that to try and clear the ball, but Leeds just kept coming through one form or another. That was Jack Harrison. Bloody hell, man. Here they come down the right-hand side this time. Christensen trying to find Harrison on the right. Harrison switched over for a second to try and get that ball. Edison has the world's longest drop. I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised. Lewandowski played as a defender. I do hear these stories as well. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend. Matty Cash went on Ben Foster's podcast. A lot of people, I'm sure a lot of you guys would have seen Ben Foster and the videos he's made since lockdown. And it's a really good podcast he had with Matty Cash. I knew he played on the wing, and I knew he played in midfield. I didn't realise that season he had at Forest before he went to Villa was the first time he'd ever played at right back. That is like wild to me, because I think he looks like a very good natural right back who pushes forward, like the modern day right back. And I'm very surprised to see how little experience he's actually had there, but he's adapted very well. How long was Steven Gerrard last in the job? What do you mean? Oh, he had a while at Rangers, to be fair. Here's Rodrigo for Leeds on the byline, pulls it into the middle, no one there. But here's Christensen at the far side. Another cross comes in. Emi holds it very well. Well done, boys. Well done. Defended that well. Well as we could, I suppose. Rodrigo trying to make himself a nuisance. He got in between Konsa and Mings. Kind of in I mean, he's not in a dangerous position. He just tried to put a ball in, no one there, and Christensen had to even kind of recycle the ball, cross it back in from the right, and it's good goalkeeping for Emi Martinez. It feels like we're playing with a man down. How much more energy they are playing with. It's the way Leeds are. Even with Bielsa, they were the exact same. That home crowd just gives them that little bit more than like the team that they're playing against. They run more than anyone. We're one of the worst runners in the league as well. I think we still are the worst running team, and we're playing we're playing the team that has one of the most sprints in the Premier League. They work so much harder. You can really see, look at that from Jack Harrison. Look at the press from Leeds. Christensen this time. We have to smash it long from Augustinson. Oh, we've won the second ball. Coutinho to Watkins. He's turned brilliantly. Here's Ollie Watkins in the box. Watkins! Saved by Meslier! And he catches the rebound as well. Now, after all the chances that Leeds have started to make, with their really good runs from Rodrigo, that was a terrible header. It was from the number 6, Cooper. Gave it away to Ollie Watkins. Watkins on his weaker left boot. Forces a good save from Meslier. And then Coutinho, with like a really early slide, could only put it into the hands of Meslier. That was a big chance for Aston Villa. It's a shame we just couldn't capitalise on the mistake from Cooper. He's been at Leeds for a long time, Cooper, and I've got to say, even in the few games I've watched of Leeds, he always makes a mistake. We are more rich than... No, we're not richer than Chelsea. Todd Bowley's got a lot of money. I don't think we're richer than Chelsea. I really don't. Considering he spent 4 billion to buy them, and I think Nassif Suarez has like a net worth of 10 billion. I very much doubt that. I'm backing Stevie G to turn things around, but if your push comes to shove, I would get Pochettino. I really wanted Graham Potter. Right, and you can watch the older videos of me, live streams and stuff like that, and especially TikToks. And I've wanted Potter in Aston Villa because I used to watch Villa as a kid, and the amount of abuse I got from people who supported Brighton, saying, "Oh, Potter would never leave. He doesn't care about money. He's building something at Brighton," and then he goes at the first opportunity to Chelsea. Like, I'm just that proves my point. If enough money was given, I think he would have gone to Villa. But I don't think we offered him at any point. I wanted him when Dean Smith lost his job. I was screaming out for that. And that was before more people started to notice how good of a manager he was. I'm watching the game, by the way, through Sky Sports Premier League. And I got to say, the coverage on Sky has been very good so far. Here's Rodrigo. They've got a corner, to be fair. Him and Jack Harrison doing very well. We are struggling with those two, I can't lie. We do have two owners. Wes Edens doesn't have as much money as Suarez. The way I see it is Suarez owns the money. Edens has more of the sporting background knowledge. And then they get help through Christian Perzo as a CEO. That's how I see it. Suarez probably knows the least, but has the most funding. And then he gets ideas through Edens and Persley. That's what I imagine anyway. Cross comes in for Leeds, and it's very well dealt with by Villa, to be fair. We've struggled with them, but not to a ridiculous amount. They are having chances. It was a good corner. And Cooper got a header, but because of the pressure from the defence, his header wasn't even on target. Here's Coutinho for Villa on the break. Felipe Coutinho on his own! Good save from Meslier. Well, on the counter-attack, Villa looking dangerous. I've got to say this. That's 2 chances now we've had in the last few minutes. This time, Coutinho, driving at Leeds on his own, gets a right-footed shot away. And to be fair, it wasn't the most convincing of finishes. It was a simple save for Meslier. But it does show we've got something on the break. We have something. It's not all doom and gloom. We seem to have a little bit more fight about ourselves. Maybe we're looking at Leeds and we're seeing, how many bodies they get forward. And I think the idea is we've got to hit them fast on the break. It's like watching a game of FIFA. You've got to hit them for pace. And that is what we're trying to do here. We sit back, we defend, and we hit them. That's 2 chances we've had now. Ooh, back pass to Meslier was risky. And Watkins, to be fair, flew himself into Meslier. He's lucky he doesn't catch Meunier there, because that was a very, very powerful slide from him. He has all the right to go for that 50-50, to be fair to him. Should we keep Mings as... Oh, I mean, it's too late now, but he should have, I think. Mings has had a great season. Although, maybe... Gerrard said Tyrone Mings was stripped of captaincy so he could focus on his own game. Right? That was the idea. He wanted the attention away from Mings so people don't look at him and blame him for things, because when you're a captain you get a lot of blame. Like John McGinn's getting right now. You get a lot of stick. And he wanted the attention taken away from Gerrard. My problem is his appointment was terrible. I don't want to sugarcoat it. It should have been Emi Martinez. I think Emi is the vice captain anyway. So yeah, that's what should have happened. Tyrone he's got good leadership skills. He constantly shouts at his team anyway. So I don't think it makes too much of a difference. At the end of the day, it is just an armband. I think he's still commanding on the pitch. Ferdinand, he did play as keeper once. You are right. How you doing, Moss, as well? Was good. Now he needs to strip McGinn of it so he can focus on it. Yeah. I think. Look, some people disagree with this, and you're entitled to have your own opinion. My own dad disagrees with what I'm going to say this. He doesn't like goalkeepers that are captains, and I think there are several examples of really good captains as goalkeepers. One of the most prominent for me, is probably not the best time to bring it up, but Tottenham with Hugo Lloris. I know they have had a terrible game against Arsenal, but Lloris is a good captain for Spurs. I've seen that. I think keepers can make good captains. I think Casillas was a captain as well for Spain. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I think yeah. Cross comes in from Augustinsson, and the referee waves away a penalty as Ollie Watkins goes down. I love Emi. I think Emi's one of my favourite players at Aston Villa. He's actually, I know I shouldn't use FIFA as an example. I really shouldn't, but he's the highest rated player for Aston Villa on FIFA for a reason. He is one of our most irreplaceable players at the club. Imagine having Bruno as a club captain is shocking. Absolutely shocking. De Gea was a good captain. Used to be. I think. Look, De Gea. Chance for Leeds. Oh my days! Cross comes in and Rodrigo sliding, doesn't make contact, and the ball be kept in play by John McGinn. I think De Gea is overhated. He is the most overhated player in the league. People love to say how bad he is, right? And I know his distribution isn't great, but it's not the end of the world. His shot stopping is one of the best in the league. And I know people constantly mention the Brentford game, but like, players make mistakes. Goalkeepers are just not allowed to, because if a keeper makes mistakes in the back of the net. But you'll see outfield players make mistakes all the time. Look, literally, Douglas Luiz just slipped over there. It didn't lead to anything because he's a central defensive midfielder. I think De Gea is still one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and that Brentford game or any other game doesn't change my viewpoint. It's just people can have bad games. And the Dean Henderson gang at Man United just proves how absolute clownery can still exist in fan bases. Because like, Dean Henderson is nowhere near the levels of De Gea. I'm sorry if it's true. Buffon captain. Oh, exactly. Buffon was the captain. Chance for Leeds again. Rodrigo. Oh, just put wide of the post. Bloody hell, Villa struggling here. We literally cannot contain Rodrigo. Gets a bit of space. Where's the press, lads? Rodrigo literally given hours to shoot there. He had plenty of time to pick his spot, and it's literally a couple inches wide of the post. It curved away from goal rather than into the goal. Bloody hell. And there was the chance for Rodrigo earlier when he slid and missed the cross. I think offside would have been given anyway for that if he put it into the back of the net. But we are really struggling with that man. He has Maguire in front of him. He's still good, AJ. Yeah. Well, recently he has Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. But I would question the midfield more. Like Scott McTominay is still playing for United. That says it all. And can we just say as well, how does Bruno like avoid getting dropped at United? What does he have there? Like I don't understand. If a player's playing bad, I don't care if it's Lionel Messi. If a player's playing bad, like don't play him. He doesn't deserve to be playing. Bruno for so many games has been terrible. I know he's picked up recently with results. I think he even scored, but he's not a reliable midfielder. I would say if things are going tough, Bruno is not the man to drag you out of it. He just isn't. I've always thought Martinez would be a good captain too. I can't remember if Schmeichel and Seaman was captains now. Schmeichel, oh, Schmeichel might have been. I'm not sure about Seaman. Schmeichel might have been. But yeah, I think keepers. The way I look at it, and this is where some people disagree with me. At least they think about this, right? Goalkeepers are like managers in the way that they watch most of the game, but unlike managers, they can interact with the ball, right? So a keeper gets to watch his whole team from a different angle, different viewpoint, and shout instructions closer than a manager can. If you're a left back, you're not going to hear the manager on the other side of the pitch, and vice versa, depending on what half it is. Right? A goalkeeper can belt instructions to anyone, right? Especially on a corner, everyone's back. He can give instructions and stuff like that. He watches the game. I think keepers can make great captains. Another like centre back is probably the the closest to that, because a centre back will probably watch most of the game, but will still get more involved than a keeper. He'll push his team forward, and yeah. But if you're not going to have a centre back, I'd have a goalkeeper as a captain. Also, very late foul. I think was that Sinisterra, the foul on John McGinn there. I didn't quite see that, but a yellow card was distributed. Just gonna watch this replay. I know, yeah, it was Luis Sinisterra. Silly yellow to get in the circumstances. 26 minutes gone. Oh, I haven't even done the timer. Oh, my days. There we go. Wait, did that not update? Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. So I have to press that, and I think it should appear now. There we go. I forgot to put my timer on screen. He scored versus Southampton. Schmeichel at Leicester was a good captain. He was. And that's another a little topic I can bring up here. Why did Leicester not replace Kasper Schmeichel? I get it if you have a good sub keeper, like like Chelsea, right? They have Mendy and Kepa. If Mendy went, maybe they can rely on Kepa. He's still not as good as Mendy, but they're not that far apart. Schmeichel and Danny Ward are like night and day. How Danny Ward is a Premier League goalkeeper is beyond me. That guy looks so out of his depth, it is unreal. And they didn't replace him. It's the most baffling thing I've ever seen. Schmeichel, look, he's been at Leicester for like 11 years. If he wanted to go, fair enough. I think he's got given like a good contract there. In France, I think he plays for Nice, and fair enough for Schmeichel. Still, I have no idea why Leicester didn't use that money to replace him. Even if you buy a Championship goalkeeper, like a good one, he'd be better than Danny Ward. Danny Ward would struggle playing for a team like Barnsley. So baffling to me to see him at Leicester for a Premier League outfit, former Premier League winner. Pickford can be a great captain for Everton. He was against Liverpool. Why are we playing long ball, not even trying to keep possession? We're just trying to hit them on the break, I think. And that's what we're trying to do here. That's the idea. People will question it and say, that if it doesn't work, Obviously there'll be questions. I think it's worked a little bit. I've had chances. It's Ramsey for Aston Villa. Ramsey's shots deflected. Villa get a corner. Come on. Let's capitalise on this. Come on. Peter Smith says maybe Schmeichel was just captain at times. Maybe because he did play with Roy Keane. He was captain a lot, I think. But I can see him and Dave Seaman captain armband somehow. I was going to say for United, I don't think he was. At Villa, maybe. He was at Villa for a couple of years. I think he might have been here. But I'm almost certain he wasn't for Man United. Almost certain. They got a ton of money from Fofana's moved to Chelsea. Skylar, spot on. Spot on. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. It's going to get them relegated. Like, people will maybe say I'm a bit harsh for that. But a goalkeeper is so important these days. Corner comes in. Oh, Ming's so close. Oh, this a perfect example, right? We have barely created anything this game. But Ollie Watkins had a one-on-one on an angle with his weak boot. But he had a one-on-one against Meslier. And Meslier made a great save. Danny Ward in goal. That might go in. And be 1-0 to Villa. Like, it's that crucial. Like, games that are very tight will be won off individual mistakes. And Danny Ward has made several for Leicester. The man is conceding like 3 goals a game on average. This game's boring. I mean, it probably will be because Villa, we're scared of conceding goals, so we're gonna be a bit more conservative on the ball. That should be a free kick to Aston Villa. It will be. Come on, half an hour in. We're starting to have more of the ball now, and I gotta say, Ramsey, he carries it so well. We need to utilise that. Lovely combination between Ramsey and Coutinho. Coutinho with a little chip pass towards Jacob Ramsey there. That was a very delicate dink from Coutinho. That's decent from Villa. I want to see more of that. And well, that's probably the best example. You know what? That's down to my terrible ball knowledge. I forgot about Neuer. Neuer is the best captain example, arguably ahead of Buffon. Well, no, that's harsh, isn't it? Okay, maybe about the same. I don't want to annoy people. That comment probably would have upset some people. They're about the same. Free kick to Villa. Coutinho right-footed. It's not bad. Oh, it's put over. And that is a big chance for Villa. That's a great free kick from Coutinho. And I think Ollie Watkins has to do better there. Maybe I'm critical, but I think that should be 1-0 to Aston Villa. This was an unbelievable free kick from Coutinho. I mean, it might have been offside anyway. Well, actually, Tyrone Mings wants a penalty for a foul. Oh, well, he had his shirt pulled, to be fair. Cooper did pull his shirt. You do that anywhere else, right? On the pitch. A free kick is given. Oh, Watkins has a free header, by the way, and put it over. A free header. Yeah, it probably should have been a pen to Villa, that. But you don't often see him given. For like shirt pulls and stuff, you don't often see him given. Great header from Conser, to be fair. He is absolutely smashed into Rodrigo. Rodrigo's crying about his ears. Like, there's some handbags between the Villa and the Leeds players. There are some handbags. I think a lot of that will be down to the penalty that wasn't given, as well as that is a crunching header from Conser. I think in retaliation. To be fair, ignore the penalty, like controversy. Watkins should score. Watkins has a free header, 5 yards out, and he put it over. Yeah, actually, yeah, Mus, who is your favourite player? I'm intrigued to know this answer as well. I think personally, mine is Ashley Young because, when I started watching football as a kid, Ashley Young was like my Villa idol, and to see him at Villa now, it's quite nice. It is quite nice. So I think because of that, because I'm I'm a merchant for the older good times at Aston Villa. It would be Ashley Young for me. It might even say it too, because he used to play for Man United. The inconsistency of what is a foul and what isn't just makes sense. I think means make no sense. Oh, that comment just disappeared for me. Oh. I mean, going off what I read from that comment, I just feel like a lot of fouls I hate how they're down to interpretation, because you can have a really like aggressive ref that will give every foul under the sun, and then another ref it will give nothing. Oh, the players ganging up again here. Even Emmy's come well off his line to get involved. I do have the new FIFA, yeah. I'm gonna do some FIFA live streams if you guys are interested. I'm gonna do some Ultimate Team, and definitely the first weekend league. I'll do a stream for that. There's a yellow card given for Roca, the number 8 for Leeds United. The inconsistency, that was it, of what is a foul and what isn't makes no sense. Too many unwritten. Yeah, exactly. You've hit the nail on the head there, Mike. Nail on the head. Oh yeah, nasty challenge from Rocker. You know what? There is argument for dangerous play there. I'm just saying. There is that's a scissor challenge from Rocker. There is a big argument for more than a yellow there. That's at very least a yellow card. That is a horrific tackle from Mark Rocker. I want to see people's reactions of that later today. Jerome says his favourite player, Dion Dublin, for the headbutt against Robbie South. Fair enough. We did lose that game 3-0, but the headbutt was elite. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Probably Brazil, to be honest. McGinn shot wide of the post from 30. He took a deflection though. It's not terrible. I think Brazil, because they have one of the best teams that we've seen for a long time. I think it will be one of Neymar's last chance to get anything as a a world superstar getting a major tournament with his country. I think Brazil are definitely up there for favourites. France as well, and we are probably likely gonna play France if the groups pan out the way we think they will. So yeah, corner to Villa, and the way we have grouped our players, we have literally pushed them all to the goal line. So this is another training ground routine from Aston Villa. We literally have every player just in a huddle. You Brazil fan your whole life, Brazil ain't winning the title. You never know. You never know. Alisson, one of the best keepers in the world. Their defence is solid. For the first time, in a long time, I think the defence is decent. Corner comes in for Villa. Headed away at the near post. It's not a terrible idea. I think there's a little bit more height on that corner. We have a chance. Cross comes in from Ashley Young in the middle. Meslier missed it completely. That's the second time he missed it. Villa couldn't take advantage of that. That's 2 crosses Meslier's gone for, and he's missed them both. Coutinho cross. What a layoff that is from Bailey. Can we just? I mean, it's led to a corner, but that first time touch from Bailey to lay it off for a teammate is phenomenal. That is how that hasn't led to anything. It's heartbreaking, because that is such a difficult ball to take down, and he has cushioned that in the middle. Such a shame. But yeah, Meslier went for the punch, missed it entirely. Corner to Villa again. Again, it's away at the near post. It's like carbon copy corner, that is. Slightly under hit, and it's cleared by Leeds, and it's gone all the way back to Emi Martinez, who will launch this long, left-footed. Won back by Leeds, good header forward, but we win the second ball. Conser going long for Ollie Watkins, and he nearly finds him. Leeds are so lucky there. Villa flying players forward. But Christensen has absolutely rolled McGinn there. Great challenge, Ramsey, but they still have it, Leeds. It's been a very fiery game. So many flying tackles, and the Leeds player is still down. Bailey as well with a challenge here. Finally, a free kick to Leeds is given, and there will be treatment for the man on the floor. This has been a ferocious game of football. Rodrigo crying in the ear of the referee. Oh man, he's actually in tears, Rodrigo. Yeah, he's fuming. He's fuming constantly in the ear of the ref. Got a yellow for his dissent. Christensen rolled McGinn there. And then the Ramsey's tackle was amazing. Amazing challenge. Gets the ball, but a lot of the man. But that is a Brexit challenge if I've ever seen one. And then Bailey rocks into Struick. This has been a very fiery game, and I'm loving it. Melié's so bad. He was never even meant to. My headset keeps turning off. Melié's so bad. Was never even meant to be the starter till the Casillas racism incident. I mean, he's not. He's not a terrible goalkeeper. I don't think he makes mistakes, and I don't think he's up there for the best in the league. But I don't think it'd be fair for me to say he's a bad goalkeeper. You're entitled to your opinion, of course, but I don't think he's terrible. There are look, he's. I think his shot stopping is very similar to De Gea, like when he first joined Man United. His shot stopping is decent, but he just doesn't claim crosses very well. Doesn't have much of a command of his area, and that might come with time. I remember he played for France actually, I think last year, and he made a terrible mistake in the France game. But yeah, he's still young. He's still young. He might improve. What is your favourite shirt for this year from Aston Villa? I'm not the biggest fan of the away kit. I think the third kit is the nicest one, to be honest. But it's the third kit curse. So we never do well. Chance for Watkins! Oh my god. It's either saved from Meslier or it was defended. The camera angle did not show it very well because the amount of bodies in the way. But Ollie Watkins was either denied by Meslier, defender, or both. Lovely through ball. Oh, it's Meslier. Oh, wait, actually? I need to see this angle. There we go. Watkins. Oh, it beats Meslier and it gets blocked. Oh my god, that's incredible defending from Cox. That is absolutely amazing from the centre back. Cox gets behind Meslier. And but I think he stopped a goal potentially there. Corner to Aston Villa. John McGinn to take. Left footed. Again, it's the third time a corner has only reached the near post. Our set pieces are shocking. If it's not a Douglas Luiz curling corner, it is shocking. A free kick to Leeds is given as well. Oh man. Unless Luiz is taking corners, I just don't get excited anymore. Yeah, Aronson is fouled by Ashley Young. I don't know what Young is trying to claim there. He does take his leg. Meslier also looks exactly like the kid from Toy Story. Oh my days. I've never pieced that together, but I suppose yeah, he does. That's actually quite funny. John McGinn for Villa. We are definitely having more of the ball now. I gotta say, it's looking better for Aston Villa. It's just a shame we're not really doing much with it. And then Bailey just ran into trouble. So silly, man. It was so easy for Leeds. We're making them look good. Their fans will be gassing at how they've defended, but it's just been easy for them. It's been very very easy. Oh, Sinisterra getting a pass. Consa's recovered. He has to go backwards there. Struick tries to get the cross in. Instead, he cuts back. Might go central instead. He's really took his time. Plays it forward for Rocker. Cross comes in this time. Good head away by Augustinsson. Hammered away by Ashley Young. All the way to the halfway line. And it will be a Leeds United throw-in. 3 minutes to go here till half time. Leeds 0. Aston Villa 0. Well, guys, if anyone is watching this game as well as me, what are your thoughts so far? Oh dear. Leeds have put the ball out for a throw-in under no pressure. That was like watching a Sunday League pass. But yeah, give me your thoughts so far in the game. I'd love to see Villa, or even just neutral opinion on this so far. I think it's fair to say it's been even, but there's not been a lot of quality from either side. And I think Rodrigo has been the best player on the pitch so far. Definitely causing us a lot of problems. It's a good pass forward. Leeds on the ball. They pass the halfway line. Good head away. Augustinsson, to be fair, has done very well from left back. I saw a lot of people worry when he was when he was starting because Luca Digne injured. Cross comes in, it's terrible, and Emi Martinez will hold that all day long. That was a terrible ball from Stewart. Defending is a bit better than it has been, but we seem to have actual no plan to attack. When we first started, I didn't mind the counter attacks. We seemed to attack with pace with the ball on the floor, and now it just seems to be a bit more wild. I don't really get it. I think you're almost spot on there. But we have had chances there, and I got to say, Ollie Watkins has played very well. He missed a big chance with his header. He might have been offside for that anyway, but I think he's definitely he's played his socks off. He's thrown himself into challenges and tackles, and he's really tried. But I do feel he's just a little bit isolated out there. Louise, that's a decent ball going forward for Ramsey. Ramsey to Bailey. In the box, Bailey! It's straight down the throat of Meslier. What a chance. What a chance. That is a wonderful through ball from Douglas Luiz. How Luiz hasn't been playing for Villa recently is baffling. It's good to see him back in the Villa team. But we're just missing that pass in so many games. It was a lovely ball. And then Ramsey taking the ball on the right hand side, cutting it back to Bailey, who puts a lot of power in the shot. But it's straight down the throat of Meslier. It's a simple save. I don't care how much power you put in a shot. If it's at the keeper, it's a save. They will never let that in. I think he's really gone for the power and not the accuracy there. Bailey trying to tee up Ollie Watkins. Villa still have it. Ramsey. Oh, decent feet, but he gets tackled by Rocco. But he wins it back, Ramsey. Here's McGinn. McGinn for Coutinho. Oh, skips past the tackle. Coutinho. Oh, trying to cut it back in the middle. Oh, Villa, we still have it. John McGinn, I thought a foul was going to be given there. McGinn, and guess who loses the ball? He is literally the only player in our midfield that is having a bad game right now. Ramsey and Louise battling for the shirt. Chance for Leeds. Good save from Martinez, but I think a free kick was given anyway. But it's so annoying to see how Douglas Luiz and... Oh, my camera's been a bit funny there. Douglas Luiz and Jacob Ramsey. Can my camera please focus? There we go. Luiz and Ramsey playing out their skin. And then I see like John McGinn being John McGinn. I would bring Dendoncker on, scrappy midfield with ball in the air a lot. I'd bring Dendoncker on for John McGinn yesterday. Digne might be our most valuable player at the moment, maybe Ramsey. Finishing has been awful since pre-season. I mean, it's been a while. Oh, Gustafsson's getting treatment now. That's just not what I want to see. We already have a horrific injury list in our defence, and I do not want to see a Gustafsson. Oh my god. Jan Bednarek is getting ready. We might have another injury issue at the back. This is ridiculous. We're going to make a sub. That is another defender out. Yeah. This is ridiculous. I'm seeing what caused it. Augustinson. Oh, it's his hamstring. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's played very well today as well. That is such a shame. He's actually played very well, considering he's like hardly ever played. Oh, that is heartbreaking. And the reason why that's happening is because we just haven't played football. These hamstrings are not. They're gonna be tight because we're not match fit. We haven't played in ages. Mings left back, Conser right back, Young left back. Well, this will be Conser right back, I think, with Bednarek in the middle. Oh my god. God, we are in trouble, lads. We are in some severe trouble. Augustinson's going to come off for Villa. It's such a shame. I'll even applaud him. I think he's had a great game. That's such a shame, man. There's no positive you can take from this, but at least he was on like a yellow, and now at least we don't have a defender on a yellow card. We are 3 signings out of 4. Oh, it's so bad, isn't it? So that is Diego Carlos, Matty Cash, Luca Digne, Augustinsson, Kamara. 5 defensive players out injured. How? How has this happened? I don't get it, man. McGinn trying to look for Ramsey. That's a good pick out. Ramsey! Oh, the ball just wouldn't get down for him. That was actually a good ball from John McGinn. He actually did something positive. Oh my god, my camera doesn't like it when I move, does it? I need to just be in position, like, constantly. There we go. Jacob Ramsey, man. That's actually such a good ball from John McGinn. That is heartbreak, man. And that is half time as well. It's Leeds United 0, Aston Villa 0. He got us this far in game thanks, mate, of the Villa. Oh wait, no, it's not been given. Sorry, I apologise. I thought the timer went there as well. I thought half time was given. It hasn't. We're still in play. Well, a couple of minutes over because of the injury. Well, it's not half time just yet. And a throw in for Leeds will be surely it'll be half time. So, oh, Ashley Young has gone down. Oh my God, Ashley Young has gone down. What is going on? What is going on? Oh, this is a nightmare. Surely he'll be fine. Please, please. I can't deal with this. Ashley Young got caught by a slide tackle. We're running out of defenders. We're actually running out of defenders. Christensen catching Young, and he was fuming as well. Young is gonna continue, thankfully. He's hobbling though. Fam, how is it so bad? I don't understand. I don't get it, man. I can't believe Melier didn't come for that. Also, how did JJ not? I don't know how he doesn't take it down. That is finally half time. And it is Leeds 0, Aston Villa 0. Oh, the injuries. The injuries have been once again back to haunt Aston Villa. I don't even know where to go from here. I think it's fair to say we have been the better side. Barely, but we have been the better side. Leeds have been filthy. 3 yellow cards for Leeds now. Constantly chopping Villa down at every opportunity. We've had less of the ball, I would have imagined, but we've had chances. We've had chances. Ollie Watkins putting a header over. Leon Bailey having a big chance, putting it straight at the goalkeeper. Watkins having a one-on-one on an angle, saved by Melier. And then a lovely ball from John McGinn into Ramsey. He just doesn't take it down. And if he does, if he's able to take that down, he puts it in the back of the net. So I think it is fair to say we've been the better team, but we just cannot take our chances. Which, to be fair, in comparison to prior games for Villa, we haven't created chances to take. I think if things were to continue the way they are, we would win the game. But it's can we keep this up? That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how long we can keep up this intensity. Coutinho and Bailey are doing very well out wide. We're causing them a lot of problems. Coutinho, I think, has been pretty impressive, I've got to say. It's just, it's like a little pass here, a little pass there. A shot that should have been better. A pass that was like, a little bit more, a little bit quicker. Maybe would have found a man. Like, it's little things like that in the box. That's the reason why we haven't scored. But yeah, not terrible. What I will say defensively, we started the game not the strongest, and we were struggling a little bit with Leeds. Dan James. It was Jack Harrison and Rodrigo causing us issues. Rodrigo has definitely been their best player so far. Very mouthy, loves to mouth at the referee. Got a yellow card for dissent as well. Sinisterra with a bit of pace is offered Leeds an outlet. But I think we should be the happiest side from that half. It's just a shame we haven't scored. And I gotta say, the injuries have cost us again, man. Augustinsson out. this should see Young at left back, Konsa at right back, and Jan Bednarek and Tyrone Mings together. Ashley Young was already playing out of position, so now he's the only fit left back. He should be there. Howard Chambers isn't. Yeah, I know. Howard Chambers isn't getting a look in. He's not on the bench either, Callum Chambers. So I don't know where he is. I don't think he has an injury problem. I can look on the look. I'll look on the Villa pages for this. But how Chambers isn't getting a game with these injuries is just baffling to me. Chambers is one of our best defenders. Literally has never put a foot wrong. Oh my days, man. I'm actually dying. A lot of, you know what? A lot of Villa fans have been a bit upset. Maybe am I watching a different game to people? We have created chances. Like it could have been better, but we've created chances out there. I think people have been. I know obviously the opinion on Gerrard isn't high, and I get that, but it's not like we've created nothing. My standard's just that low now. That passes for a not terrible half. Like I'd say that they've outfought us a little bit and they've outran us a little bit, but I don't think we've been that bad. People are acting like we've been abysmal. I don't think that is fair. I think it's fair to say that Watkins should have scored his header. Arguably should have scored his one-on-one. You know, if we go into that half, we're 2-0 up. I don't see these comments being this negative. And all the difference is that the players that we've had those chances haven't put the ball in the net. We could have had the same chances, and if those shots go in, I would not be seeing this negativity right now. I don't think we've been that terrible. Leeds, in comparison, Leeds United haven't even had a shot on target yet. And I'll see their response as well to this. I don't think theirs will be that positive. Oh my days. The referee is apparently not a big fan, according to Leeds fans. I mean, he's given us a couple of decisions. I don't think he's been that one-sided for Villa. I don't know. The fact that Leeds are blaming the refs says, I think Leeds have been pretty poor, to be honest. If they didn't have Rodrigo, I think this would be a bit more one-sided. The Sky pundits are analysing the chances. The first going to look at Rodrigo. Sinisterra does well past Young. I mean, that's such a good ball into Rodrigo. And he's just... he hasn't timed his run very well. He slid too early. I think it's a wonderful ball from Sinisterra. Beats his man, puts it on a plate. And then Rocker into Rodrigo. That could have been 1-0. That was so unlucky for Rodrigo. Gets a shot. Past Konsa. And also past the post. If it's on target, it's in the back of the net for Leeds, to be fair. But that's kind of been it. That's all the chances they've had. And yeah, the analysis ends there. I was trying to think of more opportunities than that they've had. I don't think they've had any. And now they might show some Villa ones. Poor header from Cooper. Oh yeah, this was the Watkins. He turned brilliantly, I gotta say. On an angle, he really forces himself out wide. I think if he just takes it, he's able to take this a bit more narrow to the goal. It is kind of a poor shot, really. It's a simple save for Meslier. It's accurate, but no power in it. In fact, it even takes a bobble before it goes towards the goal. Watkins with another chance. He puts it through the legs of Meslier. But there was was that Struik behind to defend that on the line? I'm just going to double check who that was. It was. Oh no, it was Koch actually. Yeah, Koch went behind Meslier. That could have been 1-0 to Villa. That's two chances. Well, yeah, two big chances for Ollie Watkins, and he did not take either of them. I did predict us to lose today, but if things were to continue the way they are right now, I do think we win this game. And that's with all our injury issues, to be honest. The chosen one matrix type move by the ref to dodge that ball in the build. Yeah, I did see that. That is funny. So yeah, thoughts, guys. What are your thoughts? To be fair, I'm surprised at the amount of negativity though I'm seeing. I've seen worse halves of a game for Aston Villa. Put it that way. Like, I put it this way: So Harry on Twitter, right? It's one of the top comments on the reply to the halftime tweet. Some absolutely terrible football on display, but I couldn't be less surprised because Purslow gets to keep his mate in a job and Gerrard gets to play all of his mates. It's a lovely circle. I don't think it's been that bad. Am I just like... I don't get it, man. I really don't think it's been that bad. I think we've been the better team. Like, the amount of negativity here, I'm very surprised. Ollie limping. Silver lining is we might see Archer get more than 30 seconds today if he's subbed. Someone says, do we practice shooting in training? That's what I agree with. Our shooting has been terrible. Okay. What is this? I'll clear that. If a mod is in chat and you can do that, please do. Why do I get bot attacked constantly? Someone says, do we practice shooting and training that? Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna put using timeout. There we go. I don't get why they even exist. Hide user on the channel. There we go. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I was just taking a bath after that. Yeah, the negativity is kind of wild to me, but I get it. Like, Villa have been poor recently. Ashley Ward said, I think it's been okay, just need to score. Yeah, so I agree with that. I agree with that. Guys, don't forget, please do like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Whether you're a Villa fan or maybe a Leeds fan or just a fan of football in general, any support on this channel would be very much appreciated. And yeah, hopefully, hopefully things will improve for Villa, and hopefully I get to do more and more of these streams, and hopefully I can break out of this cold. It's been so frustrating for me to deal with. From listening, really, we should have had goals more so than Leeds. It sounds like it went quiet for a while. Yeah, there was a dry spell. I say Leeds started the game better, and we've grown into it. Our corners have been terrible. That's one of my complaints. Considering we literally have like set piece coaches, how our corners are so bad. Okay, this man is 6'5", by the way. Oh, he's on about the club being small. I thought he was on about me. Cry. Oh no, you won. I was going to say what a win over Crystal Palace. Oh well. we have the better squad out there, says Mike, but they have a lot more of an identity, and you can see what they're trying to do. We look like a five-a-side team. I think that's why people are so negative. See, you say that. I don't really know what they're trying to do. Their idea is just find Rodrigo. Like Rodrigo, as the lone striker, will drift either side of the back line, receive the through balls, and invite people into play. That is it. That is the game plan of Leeds. Maybe get Sinisterra on the ball, take on a man, put it in the box, on the floor, because Rodrigo's not known for his heading. And they've tried to keep a lot of their stuff on the floor. I'm 5'11", by the way, so yeah. But still, people make jokes and stuff because I've been told I look short on camera somehow. I don't know how that's even possible. Yeah, I'm fine. I think it's because my table is high and my chair is low. But yeah, I am 5'11". But I think he's on about the club size of Villa because he's a Chelsea fan, and he likes to troll for whatever reason. But yeah, I think going back to what I said, the identity of Leeds, I don't think it's been more prominent than ours. It just maybe theirs worked a bit better in like smaller pockets of play. To me, like I said, it just seems to be find Rodrigo and go from there. He's done everything. Other than like a couple chances where Christensen's put the ball in from right back or Sinisterra's took on his man and put in a ball from the left, it's just been Rodrigo. So I don't know. And they haven't even had a shot on target yet. Um, but yeah, I will have a look. As things stand, where would that take us in the Premier League? I need to see this. Villa. Wait, that's not even live. There we go. If I go on this. We would be a point above West Ham and a point behind Bournemouth. Leeds would climb a place ahead of Bournemouth with the game in hand. I think it's fair to say Leeds have had a decent start to the season. I pipped them to go down. I even said when we beat them in pre-season, I said I weren't that impressed with Leeds. I thought Bamford was terrible. I know he's coming back from injury, but I didn't rate Bamford. And yeah, I think Leeds have impressed me a little bit. Looking at the teams down the bottom, if Leicester, unless they sack Rodgers, they are going to be in a relegation battle. At the very least, a battle. I think they're in some severe trouble though. I know Newcastle started the season last year, I think almost just as bad, and recovered it when they sacked Steve Bruce. And I think Leicester are going to have to do the same. Nottingham Forest, it's kind of early days, but they don't really look good enough from what I have seen. They leak a lot of goals. They made a lot of new signings, and they've been struggling. How you doing as well, Isabel? What's up? Wolves. Well, they sacked their manager Bruno now, so we'll see what that does for them. But they just didn't score goals. They literally had. They got 3 goals. They are the lowest scorers in the league by a mile. Even Forest below them have double their goals. Leicester have over triple their goals, and Leicester have a point in the table. Palace we lost to. I thought Palace looked impressive actually against Villa. I'm very surprised to see them in 17th, and maybe that shows how bad we've been that we lost to them. And we also lost to West Ham, who are below us. So if you take out our games against these teams, Palace would be on 3, and West Ham would be on 4, and we have gifted these teams points below us. The teams we beat are Southampton, who are in 16th, and Everton, who are in 11th. And I think we've yet to win away from home. So we'll see. We are underway for second half. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of an improvement from that first half. I think the criticism has been a little bit unfair from the Villa fans. I mean, I will take it with a pinch of salt because it is the Villa fans on Twitter. And if you've ever been on Twitter, you know Villa Twitter is a cesspit. An absolute cesspit. So yeah. A terrible long ball for Leeds already in the second half, and it's easy won back by Aston Villa. Just touching upon, if you haven't heard, obviously we've had these injury issues prior to the game, and now Augustinson, the left back who came on in place of Luca Digne, who's been injured recently. Augustinson started today and pulled a hamstring. So now we have Jan Bednarek in alongside Tyrone Mings with Ezri Konsa, I think, at right back with Ashley Young at left back. Young started at right back, but because he's the only fit left back we have, he's going to be there right now. I'm just trying to look at if there's any other injury issues. We're in trouble. The only other player who can play in defence from the bench is Dendoncker. It's not even his strongest position, but he can play centre back. And I really hope that doesn't come into play at any point because we will be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, Ollie Watkins probably should have scored the couple of chances he had. He at least should have scored one of the goals. He's had, I would say, 2 big chances and 1. No, it kind of is 3 big chances. He's just kind of like, he went further wide than he should have when he was 1-on-1. He should have just gone centrally. As a striker, you would imagine that'd be more natural for him to do that. But he actually forced himself out wide and then shot across goal. He narrowed his own angle down. Struik here looking for Aronson is won back by Villa. Free kick to Villa should be given. It is. Ramsey's fouled by Sinisterra, who clearly disagrees with that decision. A free kick to Aston Villa. Patrick Bamford on the bench for Leeds as the camera pans over to him next to Luke Ayling. A card's going to be given. Oh, the Leeds fans were already annoyed with the referee. Oh, is he off? Oh, it's a red card! It's a red card for Leeds! Sinisterra sent off! Oh my god! Wow! Wow! That is huge. Sinisterra got a yellow card in the first half, concedes a foul early into the second half, and because he's in the ear of the referee, he has just said, fine, here's another yellow for dissent. I cannot believe this. The Leeds players are fuming. The Leeds players are absolutely fuming with the referee. They've all surrounded him. That is a very brave decision from the referee to do that. I mean, I was going to say, I think I already said at half time, the Leeds fans were not happy with this referee. They were saying, this ref has given Villa absolutely everything. Sinisterra, oh wait, no, he's blocked the free kick. Yeah, that's a yellow. No, they can't even complain. Sinisterra, I didn't even see this. I just presumed it was for dissent because the camera doesn't show it. Sinisterra stops a free kick being taken. That is the most plain yellow card you're ever going to see. I thought it was for dissent because of how long it took. But Sinisterra has actually stopped Villa from having a free kick, which is a foul and a yellow card. That is one of the few yellow cards that cannot be disputed. That is just like someone taking out a player without any idea for the ball. That is like someone shirt pulling and pulling someone down. You cannot interfere. He has literally stopped Villa from taking the free kick. He's thrown himself in front of it. And that is the most blatant yellow you're going to see. That is a very, very, very silly boy to do that. On a yellow card, early in the second half, they have a whole 40 minutes to do this, to play. Especially when I'd say Villa have been the better side. They have 40 minutes to play with 10 men. And I know people will say this referee, that maybe some will say the referee shouldn't have given the yellow with the first foul. And he probably still will get the blame. But Sinisterra is a very, very silly player to do that. Cross comes in from Bailey. Shot! Off the post! Out wide from Watkins! It should be 1-0 to Aston Villa. How have we not scored? Cross comes into the back post. Volleyed onto the far post. And the rebound stabbed wide by Ollie Watkins. Well, we nearly took full advantage of the red card. Coutinho on the volley, hitting the post, and Ollie Watkins had a tap in and put it wide. That is a saucy volley from Coutinho. Meslier stood still. How this does not rattle the back of the Leeds net, I do not know. That is unbelievable. That would have been one of the goals of the weekend from Coutinho. It's a ridiculous scissor kick volley from him. Has unfortunately struck the inside of the post. Meslier literally watched it happen. He could not react. It is about, 3 or 4 inches from going in off the post into the top corner. That would have been an absolutely incredible way to take the lead. A minute after the controversy from the red card. But we've not scored, and it is still 0-0 at Ellen Road. Sinisterra, by the way, got the red card. It was for... The first yellow card was controversial. The Leeds fans were already saying that the referee has been very Villa biased, which I think there's some, fair enough. I think there is a complaint there to be made. But the second yellow, you can't complain that he literally stopped Villa taking a free kick. He put his foot in the way as we took the free kick, and that is the most blatant yellow you're ever going to see. That's just blatant as a shirt pull. There's no argument from me there, and there shouldn't be from any of the Leeds fans. And then from that, Villa play a ball down the right, cross from Bailey into Coutinho on the scissor kick volley, smacks the upright, goes back to Ollie Watkins, who had a tap in. To be fair, it's difficult on the slide. Tap in, put wide. Watkins for Villa on the byline, in the box, trying to tee up his teammates. Can we get that ball in? Coutinho, Ashley Young now. Villa definitely dominating. Coutinho rolls past the defender, goes down in the box. Watkins can't get control of the ball, and Leeds United have it clear. And an offside is actually given in the build-up anyway. But all the chances Villa have had, we're starting to dominate this game. And yeah, an offside is fair there, to be honest. Yeah, Watkins is in an offside position. He doesn't take the ball down well anyway. But a free kick to Leeds United is given. So I'm just going to read my chat a little bit. I've just been really concentrated on this game. A lot has happened in the last few minutes, so I apologise. Mike says Marsh is a great manager, has no control of his emotions, which is how his team seems to play. Yeah, I think his team is a good reflection of Jesse Marsh, to be fair. Skylar says the World Cup couldn't come soon enough with all these injuries. That 1 month break plus January transfer window will come handy for some reinforcements. I have agreed with a lot of what you said today, Skylar. I think you have hit the nail on the head with almost every comment, and I agree with that as well. The injuries we are having are ridiculous. You give my Archer a go or Ings soon. Oh, we gotta get these players on. I think we have to take full advantage. A free kick has been given to Aston Villa, and these Leeds fans will not be happy with this referee at all. It's another foul. Cooper this time, and the reaction from the Leeds fans says it all there. But it is a late challenge. I'm sorry, but I don't care how biased or unbiased you are as a ref. He catches him. That is a foul. What do we think is the sub that needs to be made to take advantage of this? I would say Archer. I actually genuinely would say Archer. You look at our team right now. I would go. Honestly, I would actually go 4-4-2. I would take off John McGinn and have Archer with Watkins up front. Free kick taken to the edge of the box and it was cleared. What a waste of a free kick. Waste of a free kick. Our set pieces have been abysmal. Great stream. Rest in peace to all those who lost their life at the football match in Indonesia today. You know what? I actually apologise. I should have covered that. Last night in Indonesia, fans flooded onto the pitch. A riot was caused. I'm not entirely sure how the riot was caused, but the police there released tear gas, which forced the fans to flee off the field, and as a result, over 170 people lost their lives, and it was just a horrible, horrible moment. It really was. And yeah, I found that out late last night. Yeah, horrible, sad day for football. And I'm sure there'll be inquiries into the cause of all that. And for all the families, I gotta say, you know, my thoughts go out to all them. No one should ever. There's always a famous saying in football: no one should go to a football game and never come back. That it should never happen. There shouldn't be any reason why someone should go to a game and never come home. And it's very sad to see that. It's so sad. I love football. I really do. My football has always been my love, my passion, my everything. But football is not more important than life, and it's so sad to see that. So yeah, thank you for saying that. I should have covered that. I apologise to the chat. I didn't. I completely forgot to mention it is a sad day. And yeah, I feel for all the families affected. A lot of people, you know, people to this day still talk about Hillsborough, and that was 96 people, right? Technically 97 now. And then yesterday was 174. It's a very tragic day in Indonesia. My heart goes out. It really does. It's actually really difficult to transition from that into football, but I will try and do my best. Coutinho trying to find his way. He finds Ashley Young. Cross comes in, it's deflected. Villa do have a corner. Come on, Villa. That's why I don't like playing Leeds United, says Jerome Villa TV. Oh yeah, Cox should have got a yellow card, I think there, yeah. 56 minutes, we've got to make this count. If we don't win this game, I think there will be bigger questions of Gerrard. I really do. Ref going to keep his cards in his pocket now, Leeds will go. I don't think that. I think this referee has done everything he can to spite Leeds. It's kind of crazy. Corner from Louise. Oh, it's clear at the near post. To be fair to Leeds, they've recognised that this corner tactic from Villa has been working. And yeah, Rodrigo standing tall at the near post. I think they're going to read this every time. I think most teams will now. Another corner, this time taken short. Louise whips it in. Punched away by Meslier very unconvincingly. Ramsey back into the hands of Meslier, and he will hold this for all eternity. Very good quick corner from Villa, nearly catching out Leeds United. First time cross from Douglas Luiz. What is Meslier doing? Simple catch from Meslier the first time. He could only spill it. The punch was terrible. It looped into the air. Very unconvincing. I think he's been very unconvincing as a whole, Millier, today. Leeds potential counter-attack hit. Harrison. Oh, that's a terrible ball from Harrison. You maybe starting to think, would Leeds start to keep the ball, maybe create opportunities of their own? They are going to make a substitution here. I think that is fair. After the red card, they have a non-existent left side. Is that Rocker going to come? I think Rocker's coming off. I'm going to see who replaces. Rocker on a yellow card as well, so there's yeah, clever to be fair. Junior Firpo is going to come on for Leeds United. To be fair to Leeds, this is a difficult one for them. It really is. How how do you set up now? Do you go for it? Do you keep up the intensity, or do you drop back and defend? Firpo on, he'll get carded in the next 10. Maybe. He does love a card, doesn't he, Junior Firpo? I've seen that. 58 gone here, Leeds 0. Aston Villa 0. Oh, lovely ball that is. He's Aronson for Leeds. Now on the right hand side, he skips past the tackle there. Eventually a challenge from Young comes in and Leeds get a throw in. Lovely little overlay for Villa there. Our only games this season away have all been losses. Bournemouth, Crystal Palace and Arsenal. All have been losses for Aston Villa. In fact, we only scored 1 goal in 2 of those. Bailey in for Watkins. Good defending that from Stewart. Cleared away by Leeds. Villa get a throw in. Oh no, actually spins in play. That looked like it was going well out of play. Back heel flick from Louise as well. Villa keep possession. Tyrone Mings looking for John McGinn, the captain. McGinn to Coutinho, dropping deep to get this ball. Driving at Leeds. Gets past 2, lays it off. Ashley Young cuts back inside. Ramsey, edge of the box. Ramsey! Oh, it's way over the bar from Jacob Ramsey. And, oh my God, we're just missing these chances. It's really good from Coutinho and Ashley Young. The ball went to Ramsey, and he is just ballooned this. Never looked like scoring. Ah, it's such a shame. Such a shame to see that go to waste. This is crying out for Buendia. We do need a little bit of injection of creativity. Someone who can finish, to be honest. I know we struggle for that. Man, I really don't feel too good. Good tackle that. Villa do have it. Bailey, that was very well won back by Douglas Luiz, that was. And Villa should have a free kick here, we do. Harrison with the late challenge. And now finally has gone it. Still goalless at Ellen Road between Leeds United and Aston Villa. But since the red card, it has been all Villa. We just cannot take our chance. Well, a story of the season, really. Well, story of Villa in general in recent years. Can't take our chances. Ollie Watkins, there's no flag. Watkins for now will stay. And his cross is terrible into the hands of Meslier. And once again, it is a wasted opportunity for Aston Villa. Love to see if that was actually offside, because Leeds United stopped play and then inevitably had to go back eventually because the referee and the linesman didn't give it. But the cross from Watkins was poor. Yeah, Bruno got sacked at Wolves, yeah. I did cover it briefly, but it's very good from Wolves to do that. They've been struggling, they've been poor at the end of last season as well. I think the sacking was right. And yeah, I think Leicester can learn a lesson from Wolves, really. I'll bring on Archer right now. Archer and Buendia for me. Bring them on. Here's Konsa for Villa. He should win a free kick. He does. That's brilliant from Esri Konsa. Does really, really well. Takes on his man, wins a foul. Well, it really says a lot when our right back is trying to go forward with the ball and he's the one that's getting fouled. How you doing, Michael? Hi, AJ from Southern Ireland. How's Villa playing? My brother is a Leeds fan. I think it's not been the best of games. Villa have been the better side, and Leeds are down to 10 men, so they're starting to drop a bit deeper, and we're looking a bit more confident. We should win this game, And if we don't, I think there'll be credit to Leeds, and it'll just amplify how bad we are going forward. Free kick to Villa Coutinho, and it's way again. Every set piece has been shocking today, man. It's one of the worst examples of how to take set pieces I've ever seen. But yeah, how you doing, Michael, mate? How you doing? I hope you've had a good day / weekend so far. Martinez, not a great kick from him, but we get very lucky. We keep in possession. Bailey cuts inside, beats Firpo, no foul given. Has to bring down Firpo. Advantage is played, and eventually stopped. And I think a card will be shown as well to Leon Bailey for the foul, and Leeds United get a rare free kick. Yeah, Villa dominating Leeds. We just need to finish. Yeah, our finishing has been shocking, I can't lie. Terrible tackle from Bailey. That was just out of frustration, I think, because he got dispossessed. And yeah, it's a very silly challenge from Leon Bailey. The referee did try and play advantage. There's no advantage to be played. And they're the subs. Bailey got yellow carded. He's going to be subbed off. And Emi Buendia will come on. It's going to be a single sub for Aston Villa. Which is kind of sad to see. I really wanted to see Archer come alongside with him. That would have been, well, a dream come true. But we do have subs now. If we don't win this game, I think, especially if we lose this game, huge questions of Steven Gerrard. I can't lie. Huge questions. Oh, it's been a clash of heads here between Ashley Young and I can't see the other Leeds player actually because he's got his head in his hands. Young, to be fair, doesn't look too bothered by it. In fact, I think he's even going to get up. Yeah. I didn't see the Leeds player who got caught. It's one of those clash of heads. It's really difficult to deal with. You have to stop play because it's it's an important risky injury. It's sad to see. Young seems fine though, at least. The Leeds player still down. Completely surrounded by medical staff. Disappointing to see Bailey come off. Got Bailey on a yellow though, and Bailey's played okay, but he's not been amazing. I think JJ's been good enough to stay on as well. Michael, you're funny. He's right. He's spot on though. I think we have been better. It's just our finish has been terrible. The only good shot we've had was Coutinho's volley, but even that hit the post. Oh, he's caught the centre back. That makes sense actually. Yeah. Seen the replay. Oh, Clark went into Ashley Young. I don't know how he's the most hurt from this. And Ashley Young got sandwiched between Emi Martinez and Clark himself. But he was down there for quite a while, the centre back. He seems to be fine now though. Doesn't seem to be any blood. I think they might be okay. He's gonna... Well, they have to go off the pitch for a little bit, but I imagine he's going to come straight back on. He looks completely fine. Well, Luke Ayling's ready to come on for Leeds. He's got his mask on. And Patrick Bamford, wow. Very aggressive subs from Leeds. Bamford getting ready to come on as well. I imagine Bamford for Rodrigo. I'd be very impressed if they're going to go for it and play Bamford alongside Rodrigo. I'd love to see that. McGinn surely fouled by... Surely! Referee! Looked like a hold from on John McGinn there. Mings for Villa. Launching it long with his left boot. Flicked on by Watkins towards Buendia. Oh, it doesn't take it past Firpo. It's cleared. Konsa gets it back for Villa. Lays it off to Bednarek. I gotta say, Bednarek has done very little. He hasn't needed to, but he's done very little since coming on. I don't think any of our strikers they can't finish in a brothel, mate. Yeah, I love that saying, and it's very true. Pretty pointless for a manager out for a red card. Can we communicate directly the entire match? Has a view from a different angle. Yeah, but they can't shout from the touchline. So it does make it makes a small difference. The subs are ready to go on for Leeds. It will be a double. Patrick Bamford and Luke Ayling to come on. Oh, I love that. The passion. Wow, Christensen's passion there was very good as he came off. He was proper gassing up Luke Ayling there. And Bamford will come on for Leeds. I didn't, because the camera panned on Christensen. I didn't see who Bamford came on for. Rodrigo. Okay, they are not playing two up front. They are going like for like in both occasions. AJ, I hope Prince William's not watching Villa. Bro, Prince William should buy Villa. This world is rude. What do you mean, mate? You're not wrong, but how so, in your opinion? Here's Bednarek for Aston Villa. 20 minutes to go here, still goalless at Ellen Road. 10-man leads though. They've had very little of the ball since the red card, and they've just tried to sit in as much as they can. And to be fair, it's the right thing they should do. Villa are that terrible going forward. It's not even a bad thing for them. Long ball looking for Bamford. Well, it's actually won by Bamford. That was poor from Luiz, but Coutinho's there to defend, and Villa get it back instantaneously. And then lose it straight away. Coutinho, what is he doing? That should be free kick to Leeds. It is. Ashley Young with a silly foul there. Young getting a bit rolled up. That's a couple of fouls he has made alone. And we are inviting Leeds to push players forward and create chances themselves. Silly tackle from Young. I'm surprised he hasn't been yellow carded yet, Young. That is like, to my knowledge. My headset keeps turning off. To my knowledge, that's 2 trips I've seen from Ashley Young. Free kick to Leeds. Jack Harrison to take. Left-footed towards Bamford and put wide. Very nearly. Oh, so close. To be fair, it would have been offside anyway, so I suppose that it doesn't really matter. Here's Konsa. Back to Jan Bednarek for Aston Villa. 20 minutes to go here. Still hasn't been a goal in this game. Leeds haven't had a shot second half, by the way. I know they've had a red card very early into it, but it does show how one-sided this game has been since the red card. And I guarantee, I've not been on Twitter yet, but I can guarantee the fans will go absolutely. The Leeds fans are going mental at the red card. They do have the ball now, though. Oh, that's poor from Harrison. And he actually fouls his man as well. Jack Harrison. He might even be given a yellow card here. Harrison's had a terrible game. I gotta say, I do like Jack Harrison, but I think he's had such a poor game for Leeds. Ramsey. McGinn. That's very tidy from McGinn. Out wide to Esri Konsa. Maybe you can get players forward. Konsa back to McGinn. Emi Buendia. Lovely outside the boot pass to Ashley Young. Ashley Young on the left. Good tackle from Ayling. Villa still keep possession. Coutinho to Ramsey. Ramsey. Buendia, edge of the box. Emi Buendia! Oh! Oh, so nearly 1-0 to Aston Villa. What a way to score as well. Would have been a rocket from Emi Buendia. Turned. Oh, that is honestly, that is what, 3 foot wide at the top corner? Oh my god, that would have been an absolutely ridiculous goal. But Emi Buendia, it is not far away from the best goal this season that we've scored. I know we've not scored many, but that is about a foot wide of an unbelievable strike. Meslier to take the goal kick for Leeds. They're definitely going to just sit for this 0-0 now. 100%. Meslier going long. I'm tuning out, sorry. I wasn't here, AJ, I was watching the game. Obviously we finished 0-0, wasted talent. You never know. We've had chances since the red. Coutinho for Villa, step over. Beats his man, in the box, cross! Towards Watkins. Villa get a corner, come on! Come on, Villa. Let's go. Getting chances. We just cannot take them though. Villa corner. This is just embarrassing. You can't beat a team with 10 men. They are sitting back though. It's the only thing when you play a 10-man side. They do sit back. It's actually arguably harder to defend. To attack sometimes. Corner! Oh! We nearly scored directly from a corner again. Has this gone directly? I think it's gone just wide. I want to see the replay on this. It's a good old prime Dougie Luiz corner. And Konsa, how has he missed? Oh, Konsa. I think Konsa doesn't know that Meslier won't touch the ball. And he's just not reacted in time. Konsa's technically had a tap in at the back post. But I think because of Meslier, he doesn't judge the flight of the ball very well. It should be 1-0 Villa, that. If Konsa reacted to the chance fast enough, that is 1-0. I think he presumes that Meslier is going to get a touch on the ball and he doesn't. And therefore, he doesn't expect the header to be literally at him. That is my understanding. I've had it in football myself. If you judge the flight of the ball and you expect something to happen and it doesn't, it catches you off guard. That can happen, unfortunately. Young's cross is well overhit. It might be kept in play. It will on the right hand side. Buendia. Lovely flick. Has a 1-2. Ramsey. That's brilliant from Buendia. Cross comes in. Oh, diving header away. Emi Buendia has definitely been the light we've needed in this game. Pretty much single-handedly doing everything for Villa. Another switch of the ball from Buendia towards the left-hand side. Young takes on his man Ayling in the box. Pulls it back. Coutinho. Oh, Coutinho puts it wide. How many chances? How many chances are we going to have in this game of football? And we just cannot score. Lovely pullback from Young, and Coutinho sorts out his feet but drags it wide. Oh my god. How have we not scored a goal? I would like to know how the ball has not entered the back of the Leeds net. We have done everything but score in this game. We have not, well, you say knocking down the door, we have thrown everything at their door. How we haven't scored is absolutely baffling. Emi Buendia has done so well since coming on. He nearly hit the top corner within a minute of coming on. Look, if this finishes 0-0, I want every player in training tomorrow doing shooting training. That's all I want them to do. Spend the whole day. I know Sunday is supposed to be a day off for players. Just spend 2 or 3 hours on just shooting, because we really need it. Chance for Watkins. It's another shot on goal and another save for Meslier. It's another terrible shot though. These are not blockbuster saves from Meslier. This is down literally at his throat nearly. That is a Cal the Dragon save. Oh, it's so frustrating, man. It really is. Watkins has had 6 shots on goal himself, I think. McGinn battles, wins the ball well. Coutinho. The only positive is that we're having so much of the ball, and it's nice to see us actually dominate a game of football. But we just cannot put the ball in the back of the net for our life. Yeah, Gerrard. If Gerrard subbed himself on, he'd score. Literally, it must be so painful as a manager knowing that if you played in this game, that net would be in pieces. Oh, it's nice from Coutinho. Outside the boot, pass to Ashley Young. Down the left. Oh, Young's done brilliantly here. Still Ashley Young on the byline. Cross into the middle. Watkins header. And, well, that's... You could say off target, but that probably would have gone for a throw-in. Dear Lord. We have 14 minutes to score. Still no other substitute other than the forced sub from Augustinsson and the singular change for Buendia on for Leon Bailey. That is it. That is it. We have done nothing else. We have literally done nothing else. And here come Leeds. Oh, if they score a counter-attack goal. Oh my god, they actually could. Is Aronson here? He has to pull it back. Oh, that would have really summed it up, wouldn't it? Tyler Adams for Leeds. Struick, Firpo, Bamford, acres of space. So Patrick Bamford beats he beats a challenge. Shot comes in, had to be saved, and they get the rebound, and they want a penalty. That's not so far. It's not going to be given. I think he wins the ball, can't sir. But I'm not. Bamford had a shot saved from Martinez. Leeds could have went ahead in this game. That is so baffling to me. That's their first shot of the whole second half, and it was nearly 1-0 to Leeds. John McGinn, absolute paper in midfield, as Bamford just sprinted past him without a single worry in his mind. It would have been an absolutely embarrassing way to lose a game of football. After you dominate the second half, you can't score. And then to see the team who's been just sitting back since the red card, to see them potentially go 1-0 up, that's just baffling. If we lose this game, Gerrard has to get the sack. I'm sorry, but there's no excuse. There's zero excuse. To be fair, that tackle from Konsa is very good. Konsa has to slide in. He does get the ball ahead of Aronson, to be fair. That's a great challenge. But Esri Konsa, he had to get that. If he doesn't get the ball there, it's a penalty. Very risky thing to do there. Yeah, that's their first shot on target, and it was nearly 1-0. Yeah, the whole game. Yeah, I forgot. They actually didn't have a shot on target in the first half either. That was their first shot on target. Click and Somerville coming on for Aronson and Jack Harrison. That to me looks very defensive, I can't lie. And I don't blame them. Louise. Chests it for Konsa. It's just an absolute scruffy bit of football here. Villa get a throw in. No, Leeds get a throw in, sorry. Is it hit Buendia last? Junior Firpo. 12 minutes to go here. Still goalless at Ellen Road. Villa with 2 subs. Leeds, by the way, I think Leeds have made all theirs. I think that's all 5 subs for Leeds. They've actually utilised their substitutions. Villa got forced into one, and we've used one off our own back. How, like Danny Ings, Archer, how these players haven't come on, I don't know. Yeah, I know, Mike. It's baffling to me. He advocated for 5 subs. Does he want to screw himself over? He never does 5 subs. We literally have another 3 subs to make in a game that we could easily win because they're 10 men and we've battered them. And he refuses to make the subs. Ramsey, not a great ball from Ramsey. In fact, Coutinho has to go quite deep to win it. Here's Bednarek for Aston Villa. 10 minutes to go here. Still remains Leeds 0. Aston Villa 0. I'm really scraping the barrel for positives here, but this does mean if it remains 0-0, which is a terrible result, Villa would be unbeaten in 3 and we would have only conceded 1 goal in our last 3. Which, I mean, on paper looks very good. But football isn't done on paper and we should win this game. Konsa, shocking ball from Konsa. Absolute shocking. Leeds could hit us on the break here. Oh, they could if there was a... Okay, they'll get a free kick there. Oh, they'll get my days. The fouls. Mings fouling Patrick Bamford here. Free kick to Leeds United on the halfway line. Well, Mings is saying he blew his whistle before that. I don't think he did though. Free kick to Leeds. Bamford doing very well there. Still no sub for Aston Villa. I'm not seeing the camera pan to anyone warming up either. I don't get it. I do not understand. I do not understand. Guys, there are 41 of you in the live stream right now. If you haven't clicked that like button, please do. And please subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you're a Villa fan, Leeds fan, or just a fan of football in general, I would really much appreciate your support. And you can get involved in the football conversation. Louise goes down, trying to win a free kick. Not going to be given. And Melee gets it for, I was going to say for Villa, for Leeds United. He plays a long ball towards Junior Firpo. Villa get a throw in deep inside their own half. It is looking very desperate and bleak for Aston Villa now. Konsa, he wins another throw in. Still. Oh, we're finally going to make subs. I've just seen Danny Ings get ready. Come on, Villa. Finally. No Archer though, which is wild. We're not going to send Archer out alone, but instead he just won't play. Incredible management. Ings is finally getting ready for Aston Villa. Only 1 sub though. Oh, Ramsey's coming off, so we actually are going to go 2 up front. Unless he's putting Watkins out wide. We are going to go 2 up front. Which, I don't know. I don't think we do well when Watkins is a winger with Danny Ings. Oh, that should be a foul. It is a free kick to Aston Villa. That is a very cynical tackle, that is. And another yellow card for Leeds is given. They have been very dirty, to be fair. Cut with the foul this time. I am Gerard Out. I have been for a while. I've made several TikTok videos on it. And by the way, guys, you can follow me on that as well. AGS TV. Either that or AGSTV _. You'll be able to find me on almost every social media. And I've said for a while, I think he needs to go. And we can't beat a 10-man lead side who've been on poor form. Our finishing has been shocking. It really has. Coutinho free kick for Aston Villa towards the far post. It's simple for Melier. Dear Lord. Every single set piece has been shocking. Bar one, which was a Douglas Luiz corner, which should have been tapped in by Konsa. The only good set piece. Even the only moderately good set piece. Every set piece has either been into the first man at the near post or into the hands of the goalkeeper. Like every single one. AJS TV, you're my favourite YouTube, and Up the Villa. I appreciate your support, mate. I really do. It means a lot to me. I get a lot of nice comments on this channel. I don't get too many trolls, which is quite nice. So, well, actually, I do when we can see goals. When we don't concede goals, it is very radio silent from the trolls. I had to ban even Man City when we went a goal down. I had to ban channels because they were just being like really rude and toxic for no reason. Even though like anyone would expect us to lose against Man City. Jan Bednarek for Villa. Bednarek to Douglas Luiz. Oh, lovely from Luiz. He rolls his man. Luiz has got support. Switches to play. Terrible from Dougie Luiz. Terrible pick out. Challenge from Bednarek is very good. Villa keep the ball. They'll probably claim for a foul there. There, the Leeds fans are. But not a foul isn't going to be given. Ball out wide to Ashley Young. Villa on the break here. Young cross in. No one wins a header. It's going to go to Buendia, edge of the box. He lays it off to Esri Konsa. Took a while to get his feet under control. Great ball to Watkins. Watkins on the byline. Trying to cut it back. Dougie Luiz, back heel. Shot from McGinn. Oh, he's claiming handball. It's not going to be given. He was literally claiming handball as he ran for the loose ball. Bednarek wrestling back to Tyrone Mings. Oh, Mings has lost it. Oh, we've won it back though straight away. John McGinn. That's very good from the captain, to be fair. 5 minutes to go. It's still goalless here. Jerome says, I think we had a coach for that. Yeah, our set piece coach needs to have his wages taken off him this week, because what on earth was this? Yeah, Bednarek, he's been good, to be fair, this game. He hasn't had too much to do, but when he's been called in to make a tackle, he's done it. John McGinn's shot. Oh, that's a great block, to be fair. You're not going to get a handball for that. Ailing's just thrown himself into it. Really good, delicate back heel from Douglas Luiz into John McGinn. That was very well defended. Coutinho. You know what? If I was to give a man of the match today, I probably would give it to Coutinho. Either him or... It's even more baffling to say Buendia. Since Buendia's come on, it does make me question why he doesn't start games. Because Buendia brought to life our attack. That was pretty much desolate. Coutinho's done almost everything right for Villa. And he nearly scored. He hit the post. He's been one of our few outlets of going forward. The Leeds fans, I gotta say, have given their team a lot of support in the second half, and a draw to them will feel like 3 points when they've had the referee on their back the whole game. It's been all Aston Villa, but we've failed to take any advantage, and it is looking like it's going to be a goalless, unless something magical can happen in the remaining few minutes of this game of football. You know what? Maybe you're not wrong. You could actually give it to Tyrone Mings or any of the defence. I was going to say, up until he got injured, Augustinson was probably our best player. He was winning everything at left foot. Coutinho trying to find Danny Ings. It's cleared. I think Coutinho has worked very hard today. Almost everything positive that has happened for us going forward, he has got involved with. You got to give credit to him there. It's just our attack. Our strikers have been very poor. Buendia. It was a poor first touch, and he knew he couldn't shoot, so he tried to lay it off to Luiz, and he's well defended from Leeds. Villa should have a free kick for that, which one isn't given, As Concert actually stopped play. With Villa do win it back instantly though, as Firpo could only go long and find no one. Here's Coutinho to Ollie Watkins in the box again for Aston Villa. Watkins, and that is so poor. Watkins has been absolutely terrible in the second half. I gave him some credit in the first half that he fought for everything, but the second half he has been absolutely woeful. Completely devoid of any idea what to do. Honestly, we spent 26 million on that. Such a poor striker sometimes, man. I will never question his work rate, but I will question his ability, and his ability is almost non-existent. Yeah, this referee is terrible. Not just for... look, honestly, he's been worse for Leeds than he has been for us, but he has been terrible. That should be a yellow card, by the way. A Leeds player has literally just thrown the ball away. I think that was Click. He's just literally launched the ball. The Leeds fans are trying to support their side here as much as they can. Free kick to to Villa should be given. Yeah, Click against Luiz, and Luiz is not happy with how close he went to him there. Yeah, Click. He's a bit of a dirty lad, Click. I know of him very well. How are we not winning? Strikers. Our finishing is shocking. This is absolutely woeful. How Archer doesn't play, I don't know. Do you guys understand how Archer doesn't play? I would get it if we were scoring goals, but he doesn't get any time at all. What a ball from Buendia! Watkins! Oh, he's missed another, man. He's actually missed another one. Melier with a great save, but what a ball from Buendia. How has he not scored? That's such a good ball from Buendia. It's Watkins' first touch that's let him down there. He's so bad. He's so bad. I have never known a striker so poor. And Gerrard is fuming, and rightfully so. I'd be absolutely fuming for that. He's been absolutely woeful. Corner comes in, and it's actually gone out for a goal kick. Oh my god, Douglas Luiz. I know you love those corners, mate, but you scuffed that one. Watkins is absolutely shocking. I'm sorry. I've had enough now. I've had enough. I have tried and tried to support this man as much as I can. I even gave him some credit, even in this game. But he is not good enough. He has missed so many chances this game. You know what? I might even have a look at Watkins' individual stats, because I can guarantee it has been abysmal. He has had at least 8 shots on goal today. We at Villa have had nearly 20. I think he's had 8 of them. His finishing has been absolutely shocking. 4 minutes of added time have been shown here. And Watkins actually lost the ball as well. Ayling going long, and it's going to be simple for Martinez. Absolutely embarrassing. And Watkins has had a coach do individual sessions of finishing with him. What? Who the hell's the coach? He looks worse. I've never known anything like it. He's supposed to be right-footed, and he hasn't had a shot with his right foot. He is that easy to force on his weaker boot. And you can really tell it's his weaker boot, because his finishing with it is terrible. He has won a free kick here, though. He does dribble well past Struik there. And Villa do have a free kick with 3 minutes to go, but it does look like he's going to end a 0-0. And Leeds have absolutely masterclassed this defensive performance, and they know they have. They have sat back, and they know they can defend this deep because they know how bad we are. Gabby is. I wouldn't even be surprised. Oh, that is actually really funny. That is really funny. I am just tired of this. I'm absolutely tired of it. Free kick is decent. It's taken short. Watkins. Oh, this time he goes for a pullback, but even that doesn't find its target. Dear, that's a great free kick from Young, actually. It's the first set piece I've been proud of. And John McGinn goes for it. Oh! Flies across goal. And about what? Okay, I'm going to see how close this was to the goal. John McGinn went for a pile driver, left-footed. Oh my god, it's not far away, to be fair. I know McGinn gets a lot of stick for his long shots, but that is not far away at all. But this free kick was really clever from Young. He took it on the ground, and Watkins, he tries a step over. Watkins tries a step over before putting the ball in. Like, he used to be a winger. He should have a winger's brain in there to be quick. Put that ball in the box as soon as you can. Oh, Bamford's wrestled. Bamford has a chance for Leeds. No, please, no foul. Oh my God, Click has just missed a sitter. I am not joking. Click has missed a sitter for Leeds. That wouldn't that have been the icing on the cake to to lose this game? I would have walked out. I'd have ended the live stream. That would have been ridiculous. That's a great challenge from McGinn. To be fair, he might have stopped a goal there, John McGinn. That is really good from Bamford. Leeds have a corner. Leeds have a corner. I don't know how many players are going to take. Well, they've not bought that many forwards, to be fair. But there's still enough to cause some problems. Corner comes in. Header away. Tyler Adams now. They do launch it back in, but that's going to surely harmlessly go out. Oh, what? Ashley Young has fouled there. Free kick to Aston Villa with a minute to go. Ings has not touched the ball. Ings has come on 10 minutes ago and he's done nothing. He's done absolutely nothing. Dear Lord, man. Leeds United 0. Aston Villa 0. And what a shocking game this has been. Buendia to Douglas Luiz. Coutinho, back heel. Got to get this ball forward, and we're doing back heel. We're playing the ball backwards. What am I watching? Lads, we're running out of time. Conser on the right. There we go. Conser looking for. That's a good pass to Buendia in the box for Villa. Trying to get this ball out wide. Watkins puts a cross in. Header away. What a layoff. Danny Ings. Oh, someone have a go, man. Mings has a go. Deflected. Cleared. And that will be full time. It's full time. We have drawn. We have drawn with 10-man leads. Oh my days. Oh my days. We have failed to beat 10-man leads. For 40 minutes they had 10 men. And they sat off us and allowed us to do what we wanted with the ball. And we couldn't finish. I am baffled. Villa had 19 shots to Leeds 6, 7 on target to their 1. We have drawn 0-0. I want every Villa player, especially Watkins, to do shooting practice. Because what on earth was that? That was absolutely shocking. And I gotta say, a lot of this is down to Gerrard. Because Gerrard fields this team. And I know some people will say, well, he's not the one shooting. He's not the one playing players like Archer, you know. He's not the one playing Buendia. He was probably the best player when he came on. I'm absolutely baffled we've not won this game. Absolute embarrassment. Leeds have done themselves proud with that. This referee was arguably against Leeds the whole game. And he's done himself proud. Jesse Marsh has anyway. By organising this team to defend the way they did in that second half, and they nearly won it. They actually nearly won it at the end, and that really would have been the icing on the cake. Shocking from Aston Villa. I'm fuming. I don't think I've ever been as angry with a draw like that in my entire life. Absolutely disgusting and disgraceful. Where on earth do we go from here? We are toothless. The only positive I'm taking from that is it's another clean sheet and we're unbeaten in 3. Right, so maybe there's something to build upon. But we are toothless. Watkins is shocking. And I'm tired. I'm absolutely tired. Guys, if you haven't already, please do like the video. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. I mean, I'm ill and this has made me feel worse. This football game has made me feel worse. I appreciate you all being here. You all have been lovely. You've been the only positive thing about today, you lot. The chat has been amazing. I will be live for Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa in 8 days' time, and I'm not even going to lie. I'm actually worried for that game. I am worried about Nottingham Forest because we just do not look like scoring a single goal. Gerrard has a lot of questions to answer. I'm telling you right now. But thank you all for being here. I love you all very much, and I'll be here for Villa versus Forest. And I'll catch you there for that. Thank you guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all very soon.